it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like a haunted house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you've been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Garoppolo, first play, going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Oh, what a move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's Garoppolo to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. Oh, he's got some. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 10 carries, 74 yards.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. The kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 19 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the 16, Garoppolo. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Will Disley from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They go with Chubb on second down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the move to his left. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Flush to his right.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
43 yards.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now Garoppolo looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. This is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he wisely will throw that one away. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it concluded with the touchdown pass to Antonio Gibson from the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball.
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They give to Chubb out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Able to connect with Dotson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35. Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football and making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Up the middle, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, right back to Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Robinson up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Garoppolo now. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, good move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
But first down, Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Handoff now to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. On the give, here's Robinson. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Quick slant to Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And
his kick is right there. It's good, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 6, 57 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender...
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
So a victory.